Boys, first coffee of the
Yo.
day. Perfect
Chin
moment.
chin.
What are you drinking, LB? That looks like a matcha cup.
I got it from in Morocco when I was at
Yeah.
that surf camp. There was like a guy selling coffee out the back of his car, and
hmm
then if you paid him like 2 or 3 extra quid, he'd give you a mug.
No way.
That's
Um,
actually
Handmade.
quite sick though. That
yeah, it's
mug looks
quite
sick.
cool. Yeah, it's
hmm
a little bit wonky at the bottom. You know, like I don't know. Can you see at the bottom? It's all like bumpy.
hmm
Oh yeah.
It's
I
I
like that
think
though.
it's yeah. It's I think it's when you put like the varnish on, and you don't like sand the bottom,
Oh
so
yeah.
it sticks, and then you pull it off, and it sticks to the surface that you I don't know what you bake it in. I don't know how you do it, but
hmm
yeah,
There's beauty in the flaws. It makes it feel more raw.
Now
yeah,
you've got
yeah,
a one of one unique mug.
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. Yeah, how you guys been? What you been up to?
Calm, man.
Just had steady morning. Slept in a bit this morning because I went to bed kind of late last night.
Mm,
So I'm gonna go gym after this instead. I usually go before.
yeah.
Yeah, I had eyes round yesterday. I don't know if you know eyes.
Oh yeah, he used to
Mm.
do grime, right? But now he does like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything.
He was like big in the grime days. He's still doing his thing, man. He's actually a sick spitter, like really talented. Like I've had
hmm
quite a few sessions with him now, and every time he just writes real quick. He just writes like the most catchy hooks as well. He's been to like
Mm.
some writing camps recently. He's been writing some like hooks for people that have been doing really well. So yeah,
hmm
we banged out like 3 full songs yesterday.
Mm.
Um,
Nice.
so yeah, I started mixing one of them this morning. I'm just gonna try and finish that this afternoon. And then this afternoon, I've actually got the annual Christmas night out with Kira. So she's
Nice.
booked us an all-day brunch. I've never done one before.
An all-day
It's
brunch.
All day brunch.
Yeah,
What
it's
does
like
that
what
mean?
a
You're
lot
gonna
of
just eat all day, the brunch.
well, they
Like it
call it all
doesn't
day.
end.
You actually get an hour and a half.
Oh,
So
was it
Oh,
like
okay,
a
okay.
bottomless prosecco type
yeah,
thing? Yeah, okay.
Got you, got you, got you.
yeah, one of those things. Usually, like groups of girls do it, don't they? They'll go and have like a limited
Girls love a
prosecco, and
brunch.
yeah,
Mm.
I don't know if it's called. Maybe I'm calling it something wrong. In my head, it's all day brunch because I'm just
Is it
thinking about
bottomless
food
brunch?
constantly. Maybe
But
that's it. Yeah, bottomless brunch.
mm.
hmm
So it's definitely not all day, but yeah, I'm just
Yeah, that's
mixing it up.
dangerous. Especially this
Mm.
time of year, everyone's out on their Christmas work do.
I
Everyone's on
know,
it.
yeah. hmm
Yeah.
And then after this, snow drinking now. I drank like the other week when I went out with some of the boys I used to work with. We usually get together once a year around Christmas, and then me and Kira usually do something.
hmm
So after this, no drinking. Even when I
Mhm.
went out with the boys a few weeks back, I wasn't even like drunk, but I was still drinking a lot. So I just didn't feel right for like 3 days after that. You just feel a bit slow, don't you? A bit
Yeah.
lethargic.
Yeah,
So,
man.
do you usually drink on
30,
New Year's?
30 eh?
Not really, you know. You obviously when you're young, you always go out for New Year's, don't you? But it just feels like another day now. I ended up hating waking up on New Year's Day hungover. Starting the
Yeah,
new
that's not a
year
good
feeling
way
like
to
shit.
start a year, really.
Yeah, there's something feels good about waking up New Year's Day just feeling fully fresh.
Mm.
If you can get a session in or something.
hmm
How about you?
If I drink on New Year's,
Mm-hmm.
if I am gonna drink, usually it would be on New Year's. But
Right.
when I say drink, I mean, a cup or two.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not
Nothing
like
crazy.
trying to get drunk or anything like that. Just something to enjoy. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's usually the time of the year if I am gonna drink, it's gonna be then.
I'm not against it. I feel like everyone needs a blowout every now and again. Everyone needs their vice. So if it's just like once in a while, I don't mind. Because when I look back, some of my funniest memories are from nights out or just
Mm.
being in some mad situations like that. So for the memories, it is good. But in the moment, when you're just struggling that next morning, it's grim, man.
hmm Yeah, I hear that. What's your plans for New Year's?
I haven't got any this time, I don't think. Yeah, a few months back, we were looking at maybe going away. I spent a day
hmm
looking at like flights to Costa Rica because years ago I spent a New Year's there and it was so sick. So we thought about that, but then we knew we were planning the wedding next year, and
hmm
we've just booked that as well. So we thought, let's not do something like that now.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys decide on in the end?
It's gonna be perfect, man, because I said at one point we thought about inviting people, and then after that we thought, fuck that, let's just go back to what we said originally and just do it ourselves. So it's just gonna be the two of us. We're not inviting anyone. We're flying to the Seychelles, getting married there, and then having a honeymoon in the Maldives. So
This is
it's like
fire, bro. That is so sick.
perfect places, no one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We even booked business class flights to the Seychelles
Oh
because
man.
Oh,
I've never
Let's
done
man.
business
go.
before. But we
Yeah.
thought, you know what? We're not spending money on everyone else, so we've got money to spend on the wedding. Let's
Mhm.
just go all out. But we didn't book business on the way back, so I know that flight back's gonna be depressing.
Yeah. Yeah. What would you prefer, going business on the way out or on the way
I
back?
think on the way out, yeah, because you're
Yeah.
excited, aren't you? It's like
Yeah. That's true.
you're always more excited on the way there. It would
Yeah.
be nice on the way back just for comfort, but I feel like the build up to it will be a lot more fun.
Mm. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Oh.
yeah, man, it should be sick. I'm kind of happy that we've decided to do it this way now, because now you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about. It was so easy to book. Kira just got in touch with a travel agent. They arranged everything. They put a package together. We love the hotels. It's like Maldives is just picture perfect, man. We've got one of those huts that's like right on the water. So I don't know if
Yeah.
you've
This
seen
is like
them, but
proper.
Is it like the
It's a proper
sort of like the
romantic.
wave? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I'll send you some pictures after, but it looks sick.
Mm.
And honestly, we probably spent about like half the amount we would have spent on a wedding, when you invite everyone, especially if it was something
Mm.
abroad.
Mhm.
So in my mind, I'm like, this is perfect. I'm not actually bothered about people being there.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you can always have a party afterwards anyway. It's like same thing, really.
Yeah,
You're
of
just
course.
spending like way less money. Soon as you say like, oh, I need to book this venue, and then as soon as you put wedding in the title, it's
Yeah.
like, let me add like, 10K to the bill.
When we looked at doing it in Manchester, like to have an actual wedding in Manchester, it would have been the same price as what we paid for this whole like experience we're about to have, just to have like
Mhm.
the venue and like food and everything for people, for like 30 or 40 people.
Mm.
And then you need
Yeah.
to think about booking DJ, photographer, videographer if you want that. All these extra things just come in. Like people spend like 20 to 30 grand like easy on a wedding.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
yeah, and that's
now
kind
it's
of
gonna
bog
be way
standard
more
as well,
fun.
isn't it?
Yeah. So now it's going to be like, I'm not spending that much. To me, it's going to be more enjoyable because we're not having to worry about like pleasing people or can they come over from this location? Is it too far for them to travel? Like, is everything going to be all right? Like, I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people get so stressed out about weddings and forget why they're actually doing it in the first place.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like the day probably just disappears as well because you're just running around all day, just
Yeah.
making sure that everyone's all right and taken
Mhm.
care of. So
Will
Yeah.
you do the ceremony still?
Yeah. It'll be something real casual, like on the beach. They set something up, so you did have to pay for that, but it's not that much to do it. And they obviously arrange like they go through like the legal thing there as well, so you don't have to come back and then do it at the registry office. And they arrange a witness and stuff. Probably just like pull some guy in from the beach and be like, "Do you want to sit here for half an hour?"
yeah, some surfer guy in a wetsuit.
Yeah.
So are you gonna wear a suit or anything like that, or is it more casual?
Like linen
Oh,
suit or something.
yeah, probably just a linen suit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll do like tie and everything. Maybe just like casual, like shirt and linen suit,
Mm-hmm.
some
Yeah.
loafers or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds banging, man. That sounds sick.
It sounds sick.
That sounds like you. To be fair, I can't.
Yeah.
If I was to say like, would you? Would I put you in like a busy wedding, with family, friends, like 30,
Yeah.
40 people, or just in a nice hot country on the beach? Yeah, definitely the second one.
Yeah. You know what? Everyone I've told who's been married already has said, I honestly don't blame you. It's probably the best decision you could ever make.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
But
both
that's
would be
awesome.
good. Don't get me wrong. Like, it would be nice to have people there and have those memories, but I'm not that bothered.
It's more so for the other people because everyone loves a wedding, don't they? They just love a big day,
Yeah,
a
of
big day
course.
out and get dressed up and everything.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you two would do?
not get married. No, I'm playing. Honestly, yeah, hearing how you've planned it,
Mhm.
I'm so down to do that. I've always been more like, man, let's just go Vegas. Let's just do a quick one in Vegas and that's it.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
when I really truly deep it, if I was to get married, I'm gonna be one of the only people in the family to have reached that point. So
Oh,
it would
really?
be nice to kind of share it with my mum, my dad, my
Yeah.
brother. No, like I haven't really grown up going to families' weddings like that. Maybe one or two, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it'd be good for them finally have a marriage in the family.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But your one sounds way cooler. That sounds way more fun.
Yeah.
It's just it's just a sick holiday. That's how we're
Literally.
seeing it.
But
Yeah.
also like Seychelles, Maldives, you can't get more romantic than that on the
Yeah, it's like
beach.
once in a lifetime stuff, isn't it? Like I've never been there, she's
Yeah.
never been there. If there's ever a time to do it, it's then.
And like a
Yeah.
proper intimate moment, you know what I mean? Just you two. That's such a vibe.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
What would you do, LB?
I don't know, man. I guess it depends, but I'd probably just go with just do whatever what the girl would want to do. I feel like it's more their
Yeah, I,
day than
I, I
mine.
guess I guess to be honest though, it's more of a day for them. Yeah, 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 100%.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like some girls like that's their biggest thing that they're like looking
Yeah.
forward to. So I'm more happy to kind of just do what they want to do, unless it's like shit. I bet right now, let's do something better than that. But yeah, I'd be kind of easy, man. I'd say something like Jay's would be cool as well. But then at the same time, it'd be cool to have family. I mean, just a small one, you know, like maybe go abroad with like immediate family, something like that.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong way.
Mm.
Because like, if you were balling, like if you could easily afford to fly everyone to the Maldives, to the Seychelles,
That'd be sick.
and it was
Yeah.
just like spending £10, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
then you might just you wouldn't think twice about it, would you? You'd think, fuck it, let's just do it.
I wonder if you could get a sponsor. I mean, Trackloop.
Oh, but you know, yeah. What was I listening to the other day? It was some sort of I really can't remember, but celebrities would sell their wedding days to magazines like Hello and OK. You heard about this and get paid like one
Oh,
or two mil
okay.
for it.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so what? So they can come and take pictures and write
Yeah,
about it.
take pictures and be the first like news outlet to break it and stuff like that. Have the exclusive
So that celebrities,
behind the
right?
scenes.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think
wasn't
I've
it?
Yeah.
reached that point
Ma-
yet. I could ask the
ma-
Huddersfield Examiner to see if they
Image
want to
line.
come
Image
out
line
and
might do
visit.
it.
FL
They might buy me
FL
a bow tie
highlighting
or
it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
I can't
man.
remember who I heard say it, but I know like maybe David Beckham had done a deal like that.
That makes
Maybe or
sense. Like, why not? Like, get free wedding, and then it's gonna get covered. It's gonna be paparazzi anyway. You may as well just.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
have-
whole reasoning behind it for them. They say if random people are just gonna paparazzi it anyway, I might as well make money off of it.
Yeah.
What was the reality show where they let the guy arrange the wedding? I think they give him a budget. I'm guessing the TV show like gives the guy a budget
That
and
is
he has to
hilarious.
arrange everything.
I
Like
remember that show. Yeah.
he has to pick the dress, find the
Yeah.
venue and everything.
Fuck
And
yeah!
it's
What
always
was
a
that
disaster.
show? Let
That
me
is
find it.
hilarious, man.
I remember seeing
What
that,
a
and
concept.
there's some bad episodes. Like the wife's just like in tears before the
Yeah.
before the
Because
wedding.
I mean, I'd struggle to. I couldn't pick a dress, man.
Yeah. Guys, organize.
But I could see why people would go on the show because if you didn't have the funds for a wedding, but you really wanted to do it, and they hit you up, and
Yeah.
like, look, we'll give you the budget for the wedding. It's only going to be this budget, but he has to
But
arrange everything.
you know the producers
don't
are
tell the
probably doing
bride.
some
Don't tell. Yeah,
craziness
that's it.
behind the scenes, like
Oh, of
just
course,
fucking
man.
it up.
They'll be telling him like, "Oh, this venue looks pretty nice," and it'll just be in like
Yeah,
a field somewhere.
gaslighted him.
Yeah. Yeah, you should definitely pick that dress. Go with that one from Matalan, definitely.
Yeah. Mm.
Did you
But
see
yeah.
Angry Ginge one? I'm a Celeb.
Oh really?
Nah.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. I watched
Where
a
did
couple
H come?
episodes because H was on it, man. And
Yeah,
I rate H. He cracks me up.
it's
Well,
funny.
obviously, we all know like Angry Ginge from TikTok. So those two
Mm.
were in it together, and those two were just funny, man. But yeah, Angry Ginge won it. I
Nice.
was thinking it kind of makes sense because he's got such a huge following online. I imagine all
Hmm.
of his supporters were voting for him.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm annoyed I missed it this year because I never really watch it, but the clips did look jokes. Like I was like, oh man, H is in there, Ginger's in there.
Yeah,
There's just like funny guys in there this time.
it was joke. I
Yeah,
didn't watch everything. It's just too much of a commitment, man. Like every night, pretty much.
it is a lot. Yeah,
But I
it
just
is a
catch
lot.
the odd episode here and there, and it was funny. Those two would joke together.
Mm. Did you see the clip? I think Lad Bible. I saw like a Lad Bible post of like landing back in Manchester.
Oh yeah,
But like, yeah, what are you gonna do now? It's like,
oh
man,
we have a
fucking have a
Nando's. And
shower. I'd sit on my mum's fucking sofa with nothing. Yeah,
what would be the first thing you'd do if you got home just from eating dead meals every day? He looks like he lost a lot of weight as well.
yeah, he looked dead
Yeah, I
skinny.
guess you must do being in there. Just no
Yeah.
Mm.
protein, no nothing.
Hmm.
Bugs and weird stuff that they eat, right?
Just
Well,
have to get like
they
a
get a
big
meal at
steak or
night,
something.
but the meal depends on how many stars they get in the challenges.
Mm.
I feel like this year they were a little bit softer with everyone. Like they had like one or two mornings where they had scrambled eggs for breakfast, where they could do challenges to get their breakfast. A lot of them had like personal items that they brought. Like back in the day when they first started, they were
It was
ruthless with
brutal.
them, man. Like it
Yeah,
was proper brutal.
like
And
when
then over
Peter
time they had
Andre
to
and
change because they'd be getting like complaints from people.
mm.
Would you go on a show like that? One of these challenge shows, Naked and Afraid, just I'm a Celebrity, these kind of stuff.
I don't know, man.
Have you seen that? Have you seen
That's
that
where I
clip of
wasn't
that
about it.
one? I think it was an Australian one or something, and then it's like it's a clip of because the men and the women get separated, and then the women are like crying, like, "Oh, we don't know what we're gonna do," and then it cuts to the guys and they're like, "Whoa," like making fire and like just having a great time. And eventually the girls like find the guys and like, "Can we just stay with you guys?" It's jokes.
Yeah, I don't know if I do one. It depends on the show, because there's just always going to be moments where you look a fool, man. Like, when
Yeah, for 100%.
whatever show you're in, the producers will find a way to make you look weird at some point.
Hmm.
But if you're not bothered about that, if you don't give a fuck, then you'd just do it, wouldn't you?
What
Yeah.
out of all of them, what am I trying to say? What is the one that calls you the most?
Are we including game shows where you're just on it for the night, or are you
Yeah, let's
talking
do
like?
game shows like Deal or No Deal or
I
you
always
know
felt like I could smash the
Golden Balls
cube,
and
but
those kind
every
of
guy
things.
thinks that they could smash the cube. You
Yeah.
know, then if you've seen the cube, they have their
Yeah. Yeah.
simulations in like London and Manchester, don't they?
Hmm.
It'll just be different challenges. Like I don't know, like one of them is there's all like balls that you'll get in a ball pool. Like there's loads of those on the floor, and you have to like fill them all into the container. There's one where you almost like a basketball shot. It's just like
Mm.
little challenges like that. When you watch and you think, oh, that's so easy, but if you were actually doing it, it'd be way harder.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think I'd want to try something like that, more physical, because the
Hmm.
question ones, I'm not really good with just trivia, just random
Yeah.
questions.
Mm.
And some of them are really hard. There's this one. I can't remember what it's called, yeah, but it's the presenter used to be in Coronation Street. And basically there's like a final boss that's sitting at the top and you kind of
Oh,
have to
Chase.
the chase,
Oh,
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
chase. Bro, the chase is hard. I don't know how
yeah,
anyone does that.
I
Yeah. That's
know.
brutal.
I
Yeah.
love that clip from The Chase where they're asking the question about that swimmer called Vanny Schmeller.
Oh yeah.
Is that The Chase?
It is. Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like trying not to laugh, but he's almost like in tears with how much he's trying not to laugh when he's reading out the name.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
That's crazy.
legendary clip. I think Michael McIntyre. He did this like quiz show where he'd go into celebrities' rooms in the middle of the night and then quiz them whilst they're like half asleep. He did it to like Andy Murray, but he also did it to the Chase
Oh
presenter.
yeah.
And then he'd get celebrity guests to just come into the room as well. And he got Fanny Schmeller to come into his room. He was like, "What's the And yeah, it's
That's
fucking
cool.
jokes. Yeah,
What a name, man.
yeah,
It's crazy.
But which one we're picking? Yeah, I'd say maybe a games one like that. But if you had to be away for a while, if we're talking like a week plus, then it gets a bit more tricky. No, I feel like I do whenever I'm watching I'm a Celeb. Get me out of
Mm.
here. I always say, I could smash that. I always say to Kira, like, 2 stars. I could easily have got like 8 stars then.
Yeah. I don't think I could deal with the bugs, man. It's too
That would
much.
be grim.
Yeah.
But it looks boring. Like apart from the challenges, you're just chilling there all day in it in
Yeah.
that little
Nothing to
circle.
do. No
Yeah.
gym, no
Yeah,
food, no nothing.
you
I
can't
remember
even
like
go for a walk.
there was one where
Yeah.
David Hay was in it, and he like demanded to have a gym because he was like needed to stay somewhat in shape for it.
hmm
But that I thought that was kind of random. But yeah,
Did he get
other
one?
than that, eh?
Did they give it to him?
I think so. Yeah, they just had these wooden
Or
dumbbells
like
that they
two
made for him.
dumbbells? Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But no,
What would you go in?
I don't even know, man. Um, I feel
Maybe
like they
Bill or
probably
No
get looked
Deal.
after now, and I'm a celeb, so I could probably do that. But yeah, it'd have to be a decent payday for that.
I
Do
think
you
you get
think
like
it would benefit
100K,
your
right?
career?
Right.
Huh?
Or maybe that's Big Brother.
What's that?
I thought it
You get
depends.
paid for I'm a celeb, but
Well, I
I
imagine
think it
so.
was Big Brother. You'd get 100K back in the day
Oh,
Hmm.
for the
to go on.
prize.
Yeah, no, to
But
just
just for
go on.
going
If
in.
you're
Okay.
if you're celeb, the celeb version.
Right. Yeah, I imagine like the celebs now, it depends on the person. Everyone won't
Yeah,
get paid the same thing. It'll be like, yeah, it depends, doesn't
I
it?
guess
Like
how
they'll,
big
I'm
you
sure
are in
they'll
it.
negotiate something.
Yeah.
Depends like
Yeah.
how
Didn't
famous
Michael
you are.
Jackson's brother or like uncle or something go in 1 year?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Jermaine Jackson went into
Jermaine Jackson.
Oh, no way.
to Big Brother. Big Brother had some good guests. They had Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
Man,
Daffy in it.
they had a fucking
Oh,
amazing,
yeah.
yeah. I think it was the year Dappy was in. They had this
Was Andrew
journalist
Tate
called
in it?
Paris
Yeah.
Perez Hilton or something, and he was awful. Like he was the worst. Like 5 star. There was so many like big arguments. I can't remember what year it was. It might have been like 2014 or something like that. But it was such a crazy series. My friends were watching it at uni, and it was just bonkers.
Yeah, I never really watched it back in the day. Like I saw the odd episode, but I was never like dedicated to it.
Mm.
But it just
Yeah.
looked like chaos, especially back in the day when you could get away with more shit on TV.
Yeah, it
People
was
would just,
crazy back in the day. Definitely.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Some wild stuff happening.
But it would drive you
But
crazy just being in a house
yeah,
with people
I was
for that amount of
literally just
time.
about to say that.
Yeah.
You're in one house and that's it.
Mhm.
Imagine 6 weeks of your life, you're just in one house with people that you don't
Ah,
really know, you
God,
don't really, you
sounds
might not
horrible.
even get along with
Yeah. It's a long
via
time.
SMS.
Yeah. And it's by design. Like they pick people for the
You
most
know, no
part
clash.
that they know will clash. Yeah, like personality types, and then they set challenges or they do things to just rile them up on purpose, not feed
Yeah.
them, make them so they're hungry, they have that much sleep, they turn the lights on like super early. So it's like, yeah,
And then
not
it
fun.
wasn't it that you had to vote people off as well?
Yeah,
So in
in the
wait,
diary
am I
room or
bugging?
something.
Yeah, you got to snitch in the diary room, and that's kind of where
Mm,
a lot of trouble
Yeah.
happened as well.
yeah, mad.
Yeah, they're designed to send you crazy, man. So I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, because it's not just being in the house with people, it's the sleep as well. Apparently, I know in Love Island they would not feed them for a while. Maybe they give them more alcohol sometimes than food on certain days, and then they go to bed at like 11, 12, and then they turn the lights on. Like they've got no control over the lights, so that the producers just turn the lights on at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So they're getting like they're sleep deprived, they're hungover, they're not eating too much
Yeah,
food.
that's crazy.
It's like someone's bound to crack it at a certain point.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like a weird science experiment, isn't it? You could imagine the directors just all in like lab coats in some
Yeah,
Mm,
science lab, and these are all just like the rats that they're doing
yeah,
tests on.
yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
strange, man.
imagine there was an X Factor for producers.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That'd be
something like
sick.
that would be good.
Yeah,
They have some
yeah.
beat battles that the one hit me up recently to be a judge on it. I forgot the name though. They do it in the US. I think Cosfinger was a judge on it as well.
Okay.
Mm.
I forgot the name of it though. But it's more like it's beat battles, but they do it in like a well presented way where there's like obviously they film everything, and they have like guest judges and stuff like that are on a panel. It's almost set up like that. Obviously on a smaller scale. It's not like X Factor, but that's the only thing I've seen that's kind of like that.
Mm. Yeah, that's sick.
Do you think any reality show like that would help your career? Not necessarily to beat
Like
Battle
now,
Royale, a bit obvious, but yeah, like say if you went on I'm a Celeb Now.
I think it. I think I'm a celeb. No, because you have to be a celeb. People, it makes sense if you're a bit more known, innit?
Hmm.
Yeah,
But let's say Big Brother, but it was 2006 when it was popping.
yeah, like
Yeah,
peak. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it could help because yeah,
I
people
guess you
popped off
never know
from
who's
that.
watching.
People popped off from that. There were some celebs in those ones that I didn't know who I knew from Big Brother at the time.
Hmm.
And I
yeah.
guess it's like Love Island. When you finish Love Island, people really make a not everyone, but a good amount of them really take off on social media or as influencers or whatever. You
Mm.
know, there's a presenters have come from it, models have come from it.
Yeah,
People have gone on
Yeah,
to
podcasting.
do big stuff.
Molly
Yeah.
May, she's huge now.
yeah.
Molly May, Chris Williamson, Denzel,
Hmm.
I know his surname, Jordan Hames, like there's been a lot that have popped
And
off.
then
Yeah,
there's loads that just kind of disappear. They'll get
Yeah.
some
Mhm.
followers and then probably just get straight back to work when they finish.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can
But
be kind of
I
dark
wouldn't
as
do Love
well.
Island though. I wouldn't personally
Nah,
do Love
But
Island.
nah, fuck that.
would you
I
do
think
any
it's
dating show?
Nah. I think I told you I got hit up once by BBC Three to do one, but I wasn't on it.
Oh, maybe.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
on it.
think I could do that. Like, what's it called? First dates. So the undateables. Would probably get invited to that.
probably yeah.
I'll tell you what though, Love is Blind looks interesting. I watch Love is Blind and I think that's such a interesting
Which one's
concept.
that?
So basically, you're in two pods and you cannot see each other and you're talking to each other, dating each other, and you got to agree to
Oh
get
yeah,
married.
yeah, yeah. I think I've
That's
seen.
is that's an interesting one.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a cool social experiment, isn't it? Just to see how people
Yeah.
connect without seeing each other. Kira
Yeah,
watches that.
yeah. For that, I could go I could go south really quickly.
Yeah, I
I
mean it
know.
does, bro.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, you think you're talking to a baddie and you step out and it's just not the vibe. And
Yeah. Oh
the worst
man.
thing is, like, most people obviously just can't, their body language can't hide the fact that they're not really attracted to the other person in it.
Yeah,
So it just gets
Mhm.
awkward very quickly.
Yeah.
you'd know straight away, wouldn't you?
Hmm.
But then sometimes it's a match made in heaven. So it can work both ways.
Hmm.
I feel like that's another thing that's probably like somewhat pieced together by the producers. Like they know they have to get two people that they know that might get on, but personality wise, but they know as soon as they see each other,
Yeah.
at least one of them is going to be like completely like not attracted at all, and then they got to throw in one that they know will probably work out because as a viewer, it's like that's what you're waiting for. So they're probably
Mhm.
just it's all like
It's by
pre-engineered.
design, definitely. Same
Yeah,
with
Yeah.
like what's the other one? Married at First Sight.
yeah,
Hmm.
for sure.
They intentionally match some that are perfect to have the sort of the fairy tale ending, and then some that are clearly just gonna clash.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Did you watch the rest of the Diddy
Oh
documentary?
yeah.
Yeah, I finished it. It's crazy,
Did
isn't
you
it?
finish it as
It's
well,
mad,
Obi?
isn't it?
Uh-huh. We all
Yeah,
finished it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
mad.
we
Apparently,
could talk about it properly now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's just like tip of the iceberg. Apparently, there's like way more footage that 50 Cent still has that
Oh,
is
he said
even
he's
like,
gonna put it on YouTube or something, didn't he?
yeah, yeah. He said he's gonna release it somehow. But man, it's gonna be crazy when it does.
Yeah, I mean, I have
But
seen
they
some
didn't even
people.
get into Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have seen some people like online saying that a lot of it's no, it's like yeah, kind of fake. Because I guess with any documentary, there's always some type of bias, isn't there? And I get
Yeah, of
that
course.
50 is the enemy. And I was thinking that as I'm watching it, I'm like, all right, like how much of this is almost articulated or just, just presented to make you think that Diddy is this like gangster who's put these hits on people and stuff. But there's just a lot of credible sources on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you watch a documentary and there's a few like randomers on there and you don't know who they are, and it's just like, all right, they could just pay anyone to say this, but with the people that they're talking to, I feel like they probably did that shit. Maybe
Mm,
some stuff was
Yeah.
exaggerated, but I know well, I don't know for a fact, but I'd put money on his like weird parties being an actual thing,
yeah.
and I'd
Yeah,
probably put money
there's
on
definitely
him putting the hit on Diddy as well. Oh,
there,
sorry,
there-
on
there's a
putting the hit on Biggie, Pac.
there's a couple of
Mm.
clips here where he's partying and stuff, and you can see he's high for sure.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
You can see like he's out of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I definitely agree because it's all just narratives at the end of the day.
Hmm.
It's obviously going to be one-sided against Diddy. So
Hmm. Yeah, did you see the clip of him when he was working on his album and that producer's like engineering him, and then he's trying to get that take and he can't get it. He's like, "Oh, come
Oh
on, man,
yeah.
come on." And the producer's like, "Yeah, come on, you got it." He's like, "Don't do that ever again."
yeah,
Like trying to help him. Yeah,
Yeah, he would have been a nightmare to work with.
honestly, yeah.
I imagine
Oh
like
gosh, man.
before all this stuff came out, there was speculations in the industry. Like you heard some people mentioning like the Diddy parties, but you didn't really know what. Like I never knew to what extent
Mhm.
that shit was going down. But I imagine if you're a producer and in the day like Diddy hit you up and was like, "Oh, I want you to work on this album with me," you would have been like straight into the studio.
Yeah, for
You would have
sure.
been asking for payment straight away. You would have just thought, "Oh, Diddy's got me, man. Like he'll got loads of money. He'll sort me out." And
Yeah.
then it sounds like most of them weren't even getting paid. Probably still trying to get paid for shit.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
fucked. That he never paid the producer
Hmm.
Yeah.
and was literally outside promoting it and everything, and just that tonight.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's coming, but never paid him.
Yeah.
That's wild. That whole story of where they went into the bathroom and just shot the guy.
I know, what the
Oh yeah. What
fuck?
the
That was
fuck?
a weird, like, crazy story. They didn't
Yeah.
like it didn't even go really into it too much.
No, no.
Yeah.
Just kind of brushed over that. And then there's that other story, like a few years back, when not someone came out like a gang member or something, and then with a gun, and then just tapped Diddy on the shoulder
Oh
with a
yeah.
pistol or something, just looked at him and just shot the guy like
Oh
5 times or something, killed him.
I was looking at Suge Knight, and then he shot
Yeah,
his boy.
that's
Mhm.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bonkers, man.
Yeah. I've watched some documentaries in the past about the Biggie and Pac murders, and I've still never like
Same.
fully got my head around everything because there's so many little details, and still there'll
Mhm.
be so many things that we'll just never know.
There was
This has been the first thing that's almost made you think it's clarified. Like,
there's there was a book that was released this year, maybe like last month, from this journalist. He wrote a book about Tupac. Initially, when I saw it on the audiobooks, I was like, bro, I'm not listening to this again. Like I've seen too many documentaries and stuff.
mhm.
But then I decided to just listen to a podcast of him talking about it, and he had some really interesting stories. He was talking about how, you know, the song "Brenda's Got a Baby,"
Yeah.
how that's a real actual story, and how he
Oh shit.
reunited the
Shit.
baby and this mother. So then
No
I was
way.
like, okay, I got to listen to this audiobook now. So I listened to it, and it's good. And he goes into basically the story of how Tupac got killed, which is kind of similar to what Keefe D said, but they never really said like if Diddy ordered the hit, but he said it was the retaliation of beating up that guy in the casino.
Yeah.
Mm.
But nobody
But
would talk, nobody would snitch, so that's why they never got caught.
but
Course,
didn't
yeah.
they say that the reason the casino thing happened was because they tried to snatch like one of their boys' chains or something initially?
Yeah,
That he ordered someone to go do that, so they found the guy at the casino after the fight, beat him up, and then obviously they thought they hit back again.
Yeah. I'm sure there were so many things that were like almost tit for tat and just so many things leading up to it.
Mm.
because there was
It's just so
conspiracies
like
that Suge Knight killed him in
like
it for a
playground
long
kind of
time.
vibes, isn't it? Just people beating people up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of mad.
But no,
But
it was a good
hopefully,
documentary, even though it was like by 50 and you know there was a bias there. I feel
Mm,
like it was still put together really well. There's
yeah.
just certain
Yeah.
moments where I'm just like cracking up because it might be the choice of music or just certain scenes. I could just imagine 50 just like loving watching it back. You know, like
Yeah.
how he's like said, "Oh, make sure you put this clip in," or
Yeah.
there's this one song, I can't remember what it was. It was like this weird song that was playing, and it was singing something about a strange boy, and it was
Mm,
just like a montage of like Diddy clips, and I was just cracking up with Kiro because I was like, I know 50's just chosen that song.
yeah. I saw a clip from a stand-up comedian talking about just how like petty 50 Cent is, but it was fucking so funny. He was like, "Can you imagine being so petty and like hate someone so much that you wanna edit like you've collated all this data over 10 years and you've put it together in a document. That's how much you hate one person." It's like, yeah, he must have had some like a big vendetta out against him.
Yeah.
To be fair though, whenever 50 Cent has had beef with someone, it's just never ended well. 50
No,
Cent
No.
has always won.
yeah,
He's just he's the GOAT, man. He's the master. Because
yeah,
I feel like he just knows just knows how to beat an enemy. He's like he's studied to power. You know, what's that book, The 48 Laws of Power? Um,
mm,
and then also The
In
Art of
his
War.
version.
It's like he's studied these books religiously and he just kind of knows how to come out on top, like defeating an enemy. Just the little things
Yeah.
that he does, man. It's so orchestrated.
yeah.
That Kid Cudi story though, I actually first
Mm.
read about that from his book, from the Kid Cudi autobiography, and he was
Yeah, I
talking
remember
about
that
it.
story coming out about his car getting blown up.
Yeah. In the book, he came across like he was super pissed off at Diddy.
Hmm.
To see it in the Diddy documentary, it's like, oh shit, like, I didn't really
Yeah,
deep it before, but I was like, oh no, he really actually pulled up to his door and everything. That's crazy.
Yeah.
scary, man, isn't it? Like, because you're all living in the Hollywood Hills, you're all in the same neighborhood, and it's like,
But it's the last person you would expect. You don't expect, like a singer, a rapper, a music mogul to just pull up at your door acting like a gangster.
No.
mm,
But it was that powerful. He probably just thought he was untouchable. And probably
yeah, he's
didn't,
got away with so much
yeah. And
at
probably
that
wasn't
point.
as hands-on with most things. Like when you've got that much money, especially if you know people from the hood as well. Like imagine like in the hoods in America, people are doing shit for like 1K. So imagine throwing like 100K. Get anything done.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. And like, there's so many people that's gone through before it gets back to you anyway. So it's like, yeah, 50, 100K. It's never really gonna trace back to you.
Mm.
Yeah, it's, it's crazy, man.
I don't know about you guys, yeah, but whenever I see like the Tupac and Biggie stuff, I always feel like a little bit. I don't know. It's so weird because it's not like I even knew them. I'm fans of their music and stuff, but it always feels a little bit sad because it's always like what could have been. Like
Mm,
Yeah.
they went too soon. The music was so good. It's always
yeah.
I
like
know.
what
I always
imagine.
think about what beats they'd be getting on these days.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's
yeah, it's
always a weird
true.
one.
Because yeah,
Do you
they're
think they'd
literally,
still be as big now if they didn't die? Obviously, they were huge. They were the biggest rappers like, in the world at the time. And I'm sure
I
they'd
think
still be mega famous, but do you think it would still have the same impact today?
nah, honestly nah. I
Or do you
think I
think the
think they'll be
legacies?
huge, but
Mm,
that no one from that era is massive really apart from like when I'm talking like massive, I'm talking like Jay-Z levels.
yeah.
There's only one
mm,
Jay-Z.
Uh-huh.
Everyone else is massive but not that level. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, Tupac and Biggie, I don't know. Because they
I
were
think
They
it's
were on
different.
ultra.
another level at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like they
I
were
think they were a
insanely
bit
huge.
different.
and I feel like 50 Cent is still like very well known and respected in for what he's
Yeah,
done,
maybe if
and
that's a
they
good
were bigger
shout.
than
50
him.
and Eminem. 50
Yeah,
Eminem, Jay-Z, those are like the biggest rappers of all time,
Yeah. And then you have
yeah,
someone like Nas who might not be as
Cult
like famous
following.
like today, but is just like one of the most respected rappers of all time.
Yeah,
It's
you
like when
got a
people
lot of
talk
those
about hip hop,
guys.
he's always in the top five, isn't he?
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, Tupac and Biggie were kind of different, especially Tupac. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I imagine at one point they would have stepped away from music and either maybe done something similar to Jay-Z, like gone down a business avenue.
yeah,
But
probably.
Well, he was
Pac
acting
was
a lot.
very,
That was his main thing, really. Well, not his main
yeah,
thing, but
true.
that was it. That was like a massive hustle for him, I guess you'd say. Like he
Yeah,
was his more
acting
than just a rapper.
and an activist.
Hmm.
So it would have been interesting to see. Because imagine today, he like Biggie, Pat, Jay-Z, and like Nas all just come out with a single.
Man,
It's
that'd be
like
mad.
all the goats just coming out together for one song. I'm sure that would have happened at one point.
Maybe,
Mm.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy, man. Like Snoop Dogg as well, Dr. Dre on the beat.
And I wonder if they would have stuck to more of a traditional hip hop sound, organic drums
Yes,
and
gone to
shit.
drill or hood trap.
Yeah, some hood trap.
Yeah. Have
Yeah,
you
'cause that
seen
would be weird. Because they would have gone through all the phases of like the auto-tune days. Like, I wonder if they would
Yeah,
have tried to keep up with the trends and like jumped on track
I could
and
see
like the
I
Biggie
hip-hop
think,
doing some
and
yeah,
auto
I was,
tune
I was
stuff.
literally gonna say that because Biggie was kind of doing that. I don't know if you ever
Yeah,
heard the song that he did with Bone Thugs and Harmony, and he switches his flow to sound like Bone Thugs and Harmony, that triplet banger
yeah,
yeah.
thing. So maybe, yeah.
yeah, I could see him doing that. Man, yeah,
Guess we'll never
interesting.
know, man.
Mm.
We'll literally never know. Only through AI. That's about it.
Mhm.
Can you imagine you get a 2-pack placement in 2020 or something like that? Like 50-year-old 2-pack.
But you know what? I wouldn't be surprised because this guy has been releasing albums past his death time.
Yeah,
Mm.
true.
He was releasing albums all the way up into like 2006.
Yeah, yeah, I bet he had a body of work. I feel like he was just one of those rappers that, like Lil Wayne, like he's just always in the studio. It released like 1 in 100, so he's just sitting on like so much material.
What do you think's been the best album that's come out after an artist has died? What's it called? Like a post forgot the name for it now. A post something album. Uh
Mm.
why is the word not in my head?
Oh, posthumous or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it's called. Like, what do you think's been the best one?
I don't even know, man. I
Who,
can't even
who,
think of.
who-
Yeah.
Post-Thomas album.
Oh, probably the Biggie one for me, Life After Death.
Oh yeah, of course. Did that come out after he died? Yeah. Well, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
like
Life
2 weeks
After Death.
after.
Yeah, 1997.
Hmm.
I wonder if he chose that name because that's crazy.
Oh man, sorry. This just reminded me. Fucking Diddy having this crazy funeral for Biggie that Biggie paid for. That he...
Oh yeah.
Apparently, that's not verified though.
Oh, okay. All right.
But if
You
that
see
is
all the
true, that
memes
is
going
wild.
around
Yeah,
of
yeah.
everyone like dancing in the white suits.
Yeah. It's like Diddy
Joke.
after he's just killed Tupac, Biggie, and everybody's like,
It's like the Joker, isn't it?
literally, yeah.
Crazy, man.
He dressed up as the Joker, didn't he, for a few Halloweens? Did like recently?
Oh, did he?
He was like walking around New York dressed as the Joker, like proper in character, and talking to all these celebrities and stuff. Yeah.
What would you guys say is the best posthumous
None of
album?
us can say the word. Post-Thomas album.
I'm not even gonna try it.
Someone's gonna get us for that.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I'm trying to look through them now.
yeah.
That
So
one's definitely standing out. Life After Death. What
There
else
was
has
there
been
was
there?
XXXTentacion's one that
I was just
good.
thinking, yeah,
Oh,
XXX.
yeah. True. Juice WRLD, is it Legends Never Die?
That
Oh,
was a good album.
Circles from Mac Miller.
Oh, that is a
Mhm.
banging album. I don't know if you guys listen to that, but that's definitely one of
Yeah.
my favorite Mac albums.
Yeah, yeah. Mac Miller was still one of my most listened to artists last year.
Yeah.
Are you saying just rap or anything?
It could be anything, to be fair.
'Cause Amy Winehouse released one after she died.
Oh, yeah. Just looking. Lioness, Hidden Treasures. I can't
John
remember any of
Lennon, Prince.
that. Jay Dilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Circles then. I probably listen to that more than any of the other ones that are popping up.
Hmm.
But then, yeah, that. But then Life After Death as well. It's just legendary.
Mm.
Because sometimes when an artist dies, and let's say they were with a label, then obviously the label has sort of control over the songs that they've recorded leading up to that.
Hmm.
Like they'll own the master recordings. Then sometimes you just feel like they're trying to squeeze everything out of them.
100%.
Like, you know, when Pop Smoke died, loads of stuff started coming out. I
Yeah.
feel like there was like 2 albums like pretty quick, and then they did some like movie or something, and it just felt like they were just trying to squeeze every last drop out of his fame.
Hmm.
I think that they say for a record label the most valuable time for an artist is when they're dead.
Yeah,
Mm.
That's when they make the most money.
makes
To
sense.
be honest though, if you go back to some of those Tupac albums, you can kind of hear it. There's a song where he's using the same lyrics as Changes.
Right. And you just feel
It's
like
just
it's
said a
forced.
bit differently.
Yeah.
The
Mm.
song still slaps to be fair, but like it's probably not. Who knows? I don't think it's his vision. It doesn't feel like it. It feels put together.
Yeah, there was a couple songs that came out. There's one that was in the charts for a while.
You
It
know what? I
had like,
really like the new Mobb Deep album, even though it's only Prodigy that died. But I feel like that album's really good. Obviously, Havoc just had a lot of the verses from Prodigy, but then like that one track with Georgia Smith and Nas is sick. I don't know if you both heard that.
No, I haven't heard it.
That's probably my
But you know
favorite
what?
song on the album.
That makes perfect sense because at least like Havoc is doing it. He's gonna know exactly where Prodigy is
Yeah,
gonna want to sit.
he's producing
yeah.
everything. He had The Alchemist involved as well, so he's like co-producing a lot of the
It's in
tracks.
great hands, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
so something like that makes more sense. But if it's like an artist dies and then they just bring a bunch of producers together and different people just to like come up with an album for the sake of it, I feel like the heart's just not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember that Tupac song Ghetto Gospel
Oh man,
Yeah, of
yeah.
that
course.
came out
Big
in like
banger.
2006?
Yeah,
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 the Elton John song.
That was a good one to be fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the sick song.
Yeah, I heard that a lot.
And the Elvis one as well. A little
Hmm.
less conversation, a little more action.
Oh
I feel like
Yeah.
yeah,
that
Oh,
came
that
out
that's
in
was
a
a
the
good one.
banger
2000s.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Ghetto Gospel it says it's produced by Eminem.
What was it?
Oh wow. Yeah, it's got that kind of vibe, like
Mhm.
8 Mile kind of vibe to the beat.
I didn't know he produced that. It's like a low-key sick producer, Eminem.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wonder what the strategy is for 50 on this whole Diddy thing, because obviously he's got all this extra footage that he can release, but he's not doing it just yet. I wonder if he's just trying to, because Diddy only got what, like 4 years, 5 years.
He's trying to keep
So
him in there.
maybe he's trying to, yeah, hold on to it until he can release it, and it'll help extend his sentence, or something else comes out.
Yeah, is it just like pure hatred, or is he just like wanted to capitalize? He has been like talking about Diddy for a long time. He's been like the one artist who's always like said that he's been doing weird shit
Yeah, yeah,
when everyone else was quiet. So maybe now it's just the time for him to release everything.
yeah.
Maybe no one was listening properly before.
Hmm. Yeah, he's probably just doing what he feels is right, like trying to save people from the Diddy experience
Yeah.
for as long as possible. Have you seen the leaked clips of him in jail?
Nah.
Nah.
TMZ posted it. He's just walking down a corridor, but obviously he can't. He's got no hair dye in there, so he's like fully white now, like white
I've
hair,
seen
white
pictures of
beard.
him with just like full white hair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mad.
Damn.
But anyway,
What's been
what's
going on in
new?
the producer world recently as well. In fact, I have been seeing some. I don't always like click on the controversy, but there's been some stuff about the AI company. Is it OpenBeat?
Oh yeah, I've seen a few
Oh,
I saw a Weaver
what
Beats
happened there?
video on that.
It's because I watched DJ Payne's content and he put up an apology video, and then Larry O put one up as well. So I thought I'd tap into it.
Mm.
I think it's OpenBeat. Let me make sure I'm getting that right before I talk shit about another company. It is OpenBeat, isn't
It
it?
is open beat, yeah, yeah.
So essentially, what happened was OpenBeat had reached out to a lot of producers to make content, and they were
Mm.
telling people that it was ethically trained, the model. So I think on their site as well, it did say, I could be wrong there, but I'm sure on the site it did say that they were ethically trained. And then everyone's been making videos using it. And then I don't know who found it out, but I think Weaver put out a video because someone had contacted him in his Discord or something. I'm not sure. I haven't watched Weaver's video. I just watched Payne's and Larry O's. But yeah, someone found out that it was actually using Suno's technology. And we all knew that Suno wasn't ethically trained.
Yeah.
I think how the way they tracked it was, I think when you use like an AI platform, I think the data is like sort of stored somewhere. I don't know if it's the API data or there's like a track somewhere you can like track everything. I think when Payne was showing the screenshot, it just looked like, when you look at HTML code and you just see like lines of everything, it almost looked like that. And the audio file that Payne created in his video was linked to a Suno file. So when you paste that link with like the song that he made, I'm probably butchering this, but however it's tracked anyway, they found that it was linked to Suno's platform. So Suno was the technology that actually created it. Because on Suno, when people create a track, it's like stored on their system. When people were creating stuff with OpenBeat, it was saving on Suno's system as well, like the exact same audio file. So I don't know if OpenBeat they must have known. It's like if you've started an AI company and you need the technology to create your sound, you couldn't play dumb then and said, oh, we didn't know we were using Suno's technology. Surely they would have known.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how
So
they've reacted to it.
they haven't made a statement or anything, they haven't cleared it up.
I think they've apologized to the producers. I think they did make a statement. But I don't know if they said that they knew or not. I don't think I've read it, but I think both of the guys said that they did receive an apology from OpenBeat.
Damn.
Mm.
Yeah, because I've been noticing a lot of OpenBeat videos popping up on the feed.
Yeah.
And I thought it looked sick. I saw a couple guys make something good with it, and I'm thinking, nah, I might need to jump on OpenBeat AI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky one because as a creator, if you start speaking to a company, like I've worked with some AI companies and I always ask them if it's ethically trained and I'll check the website as well. And like the ones that I've worked with Moises and they've like said they only train their model on, I think there's some music, maybe like classical music where it's not technically like owned by anyone. There's a word for it, but it's like you have like free rights to like use that stuff to train models on. And then the other side is that the musicians are compensated for the work that they put in to train the model. So I only work with like companies that are ethically trained like that. Moises is one of them. Output have co-producer, which I really like, but I think they've only trained that on
their stuff, right?
Yeah, on their own stuff. And I'm guessing probably the classical stuff that is available to everyone. So they're the only ones I've done really. Mixed in Key, I've worked with them before and they're like legit too. And then which other one? Yeah, I mean, like as creators, we always like look into it, don't we? But if a company has lied and said that it's ethically trained and it isn't, who's like at fault then? Because the way Payne was like breaking down how it was tracked, I would have never thought to check like the source code and find like how that's linked. I just wouldn't even I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it's a sticky one because, like you said, yeah, how are you gonna know really, really? Maybe there is a way. I just don't know, but
yeah. So it made me think now though, like if a company reaches out, I want to know like, right, if you're saying ethically trained, how do I really know you're ethically trained?
Yeah.
It's a tricky one now.
Yeah.
And maybe that's something you could put into the contract. Like if it does come out that, because low key it could be a bit of defamation on your brand. Like you don't support anything that is like that.
Yeah, fully.
So if you choose to work with them and stand by them, then you know how, for example, like Nike, they will just drop someone if something comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like low key, you should be able to do the same too.
Yeah.
I don't stand by. You can dissociate yourself. I decide not to stand by them. I made my video based on this information, and it turned out to be false. So,
yeah, it's a good point actually. You could easily get something added to the contract because they do it for us. I've seen like some contracts that basically give them the right to remove videos within like 30 days or something. If I don't know if you use language that isn't appropriate or it could be something along those lines anyway, because they want to protect themselves. Like if they sponsor one of your videos and then in the next video all of a sudden all you're talking about is I don't know, you turn into some like racist dude or something. Then it's like,
Yeah.
right, we don't want to associate ourselves with this guy, so I want our videos
Mm.
removed. So they
Yeah.
always protect themselves that way, so we should be able to do the same.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. AI stuff, man. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, it feels like every few months there's just something new coming out that we might not have thought about.
Yeah.
It's like the Wild West at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like it's like crypto a little bit,
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
with all the meme
back in the
coins, you just don't
days.
know. It's like all these companies
Who
that are
do you
just like meme
trust?
coins. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
and
popping up.
that's the thing with AI as well. There's so many music companies. I
Yeah.
get a lot of emails every day about
Oh,
AI
same, man.
companies, man.
Yeah, same.
And it gets to a point like a lot of them are just shit. It's like the same thing repeated. Like, how many vocal changes do you need?
Oh man, yeah.
Bruh, it's
Yeah.
like they send you the email thinking they're the first one to send you that kind of email. Like it's groundbreaking.
I know, yeah.
Mm.
Bro, I've been spitting stems in Logic now for a couple for like
Yeah,
since
yeah.
last year.
For
We're
at
good,
least a
you know?
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mad thing is, it's like you can tell they've used ChatGPT to write the email. Nothing's
Yeah.
like personal about it. So
No.
they've used ChatGPT
Literally.
to write the email. They think they've got this groundbreaking thing. I think they're all just sharing the same technology, but just packaging it different.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
100%.
it must be some sort of gold rush.
Yeah, because everyone's doing the same with the video stuff. Like a lot of the videos are powered by Sora or one of the other models. And I don't know how it works from like a business end, but I'm guessing you just pay to like license the rights to use their technology, and then it's almost like
Yeah,
white
yeah.
labeling where you can just like package it your own
Yeah.
way. So, man, there's just so many. But it's like I don't know how these companies are like thriving or even doing anything, or
Doing
maybe they're not.
anything,
Maybe
yeah.
it just looks like they're doing something, and then they realize that, yeah, like you said, it's like a bit of a gold rush. Everyone's just trying it. Some of them will get through. Some of them are just
Yeah.
trying to earn some money. And there's just
Mm.
a lot of bullshit out there.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to see what happens next year. What ones stick around, what's real, what's not.
Yeah. What do you look for? Like, which ones stand out to you? AI companies.
I don't
Or like when
I
you
gotta
get
be
these
honest with
emails
you,
from
like I'm not
people.
I I this year I don't think I've done an AI sponsor. Apart
Hmm.
from actually I did one. I did well I did two. Output doesn't count as AI to me because that's like a full on audio company. But I
Yeah.
did one which was a voice changer called Order Me, which was good. But at the time, like I didn't really know of many voice changers, and
Yeah, and it was quite new.
it had good voices, so I did that one. But all these new ones, to be honest, it feels. How can I say this? You know when you just keep seeing the same of something, so now it doesn't register. You kind of
Yeah.
just gone a little bit numb to it. I don't know how
Hmm.
to differentiate. They're all the same to me at the moment. They all say it's all the same copy and paste email from
Right.
ChatGPT, like you said. So
Yeah.
I kind of just end up ignoring all of them until it's a name that I've recognized. So for
Like
example,
Lalal or
if
something like that.
yeah,
Hmm.
if OpenAI or Lalao hit me up, because I keep seeing OpenAI on my feed and I've seen other producers use it, then I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see how it works.
Mm.
It's more in that it's past the filter, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
I
Yeah,
guess
it's
it's
weird.
like back in the day, like 10 years ago, maybe even less than 10 years ago, when a VS, like there'd be a whole bunch of VSTs that all basically do the same thing, just with a different skin, or like
Hmm.
you'd get like a bunch of like sponsor emails to do like all these different VSTs, but they're literally all, for the most part, they're mostly the same. I guess it's kind of like that,
Yeah,
and then a company like Arcade would reach out, or um, I don't even know, like not Omnisphere, but you know what I mean, like someone where you're like, oh yeah, like I've already used their stuff, I already know what they're about, and it's like, or like Contact, or like UVI, that's probably a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, you
Yeah,
know,
when you
it's
know
more,
it's a solid company or if you've used their plugins yourself anyway, and they're like
mm,
perfect. As soon as they reach out, it's like so natural. It
yeah,
mm,
gets a little bit tricky when you haven't heard of them, but you think it's a good product because we all do the same. Like we'll test it before, and then you always want to make sure it's like a legit company, and then the product's actually good, and you think that your audience would benefit from it, and you might use it and think, you know, this is actually a sick product, and then naturally over
yeah,
time, it might just be a plugin that you don't naturally pick. Like for example, some people would have used Omnisphere religiously, and then over time, it just becomes a plugin that you don't even use anymore. But then
yeah,
you almost, if it's something that you've used for like a little bit, and then fast forward a year, you don't use it. You almost feel guilty for promoting it in the past because now you're not using it today.
I
But
hear
Yeah.
it. But at least with VSTs, when you get hit up by VSTs and plugin companies, usually they're quite different.
yeah,
It's rarely that you encounter, let's say, Omnisphere hit you up, and then an exact Omnisphere clone hit you up
yeah, of course.
called,
Mm.
I don't know, Ocho Fear, and then another
Mhm.
one hits you up called Hector Fear or something like that. That's how it feels with these AI ones. They all got the
Yeah,
same
it does,
names as
man.
well.
It's literally like a
Yeah.
clone, isn't
And
it?
all the logos look exactly the same as well.
Mhm.
It's like,
So I'm trying to be really careful about working with AI companies.
Mm.
But like you said, there's some that are actually beneficial. Like Moises, I was using them anyway for their stem splitter because even though like the FL one's good, but then in Moises you can get a bit more granular with it and take out like individual stems from like the drums and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Mhm.
So that one was a no-brainer for me. But yeah, it's just we've got to be careful about the ones we pick. When it's a new company, if they've like stood the test of time and you know there's authenticity there, it makes it easier.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
gonna have to be the next barrier, just because there's so many popping up.
Hmm
Yeah.
It's crazy in the space of what, 6 months, how many have popped up
Yeah,
this
man,
this
every
year.
day my emails, it's just there's so much bullshit I have to ignore just for like the same reasons you said. Just copy and paste the companies.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's it. It's much harder these days. What do you say? Would you say it's harder these days, or do you think it was harder back like 5 years ago?
For what?
I guess just like filtering
It's like
and
knowing who to
making like
bet.
a good decision as to like who you work with and who you don't work with.
I think it's harder now
Mm.
because there's just so much more now. Like
Yeah.
before, it was just VST companies, and yeah, every now and again you'd get an email, and it'll be a company saying, "Oh, we've released this compressor. We want you to talk about it." It's like, all right, there's fucking 1,000 compressors out there. I'm not really gonna do
Yeah.
this one. But
Yeah.
now it is just literally just everyone's trying to think of an AI product, and they're not even really. You can tell it's someone that has never really been in the music scene before. They haven't been a producer or artist. It's just they know there's money to be made in the
Mhm.
scene and with AI, and it's like, right, the technology's there. We can just license this technology, create a company. This is the
Yeah.
beauty of this AI, and it's like no one actually gives a fuck about this product that you're trying to push.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd say now, yeah, it feels like there's a lot more shit going around now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The barrier to entry is just it's a lot smaller now, isn't it? Because if you think about when you first released your VST Ocean, even then it was like really hard to
Yeah, that was
get something
Mm.
developed,
back
wasn't it?
back then. To find a developer is harder. Now there's a lot more developers.
Hmm And the price has gone up, like it's expensive now,
Yeah.
but there's higher demand now.
Yeah, man. It's
Elements
interesting.
is coming up on 5 years. In
Really?
April will be 5 years that I
Yeah.
released that.
It's gone quick, man.
What the fuck?
That's mad.
insane.
Yeah. I
It's
don't know about you, man, but you know when you do hear like you see an ad for anything like not even music related, it's like I don't know, some email marketing thing or um I don't know, like a playlisting company for artists or just something to like something related, something you might even like we might need. As soon as I hear AI in the advert, I'm just like, oh, fuck.
yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's like one of those phrases now that's almost getting a bad reputation because of just how people have exploited it.
Fully.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just
And
don't
the
even
thing is, yeah,
understand it.
I'm sure there's probably some really good AIs out there, but the reputation is not. It's really not good in the music producer scene at the moment.
Nah,
It's
it's
not, no.
It's got a really bad what's the word? I don't know. A
reputation,
really bad
Mm,
reputation. That's
perception.
it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
because there's like AI in video editing and stuff, but it's not doing the editing for you. It's just speeding up tasks that you wouldn't want to that you don't want to do anyway. Like in
Mhm.
DaVinci Resolve, there's like an AI subtitle generator and there's like an AI silent trimmer, and sometimes it'll even so like when we're doing a YouTube video, we'll say the same thing a few times. It'll even go through and find like the better takes and cut
Yeah.
those out, and that's like stuff that's actually helpful. But for music, it's weird because it's like it's all the creative side of it really
Mhm.
that's that the AI is doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, once it's actually just doing the work for you, like the creative work, then it becomes a bit tricky
Mhm.
because I don't know, there's just something I can't get my head around about having the enjoyment of just writing a prompt in Suno and then just having a full track and then putting that out. I feel like there's just no creativity there.
Yeah. Have you ever used AI to write a YouTube video?
Yeah, I
No,
use it to,
I,
to help
well,
me
to help with
structure my,
strips.
my intros and stuff. Yeah, like
Yeah,
video
yeah.
Mm.
scripts. Yeah, I do it all
Uh-huh.
the time.
Yeah.
But I always, it's almost like just for my own brain's sake, I just always make sure that I write something myself first before I put it into it. I just don't want it
Mm.
to get to a point where I don't even have to think myself. Like I'm just throwing it in saying,
But
"Oh, write me a
I
strip
really
song."
don't even think it's at that level. I have to input a lot.
Nah.
Otherwise, it's just going to give you. It still gives, for example, so I've got a video that's talking about Hard House that's coming out.
Hmm.
But to know the specifics of Hard House, you need to know about Hard House. And ChatGPT just
Right.
doesn't know really what to look at. Otherwise, it's
Hmm.
going
Yeah.
to just give me very generic house stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas like
Yeah.
Hard House is too niche, it's too specific. So you still have to input a lot, but it's more just structuring of the words. How can I say this a little bit better? Can you
Hmm.
rearrange it so like it gets to the
I trim
point
the
quicker?
fat.
I'm not
Yeah.
rambling on for too much. It's more
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that.
Hmm. Yeah. You really. It's only as good as you make it because yeah, for that reason, it's like you have to really tell it what you want it to do. Like if I write a YouTube intro, if you just copy and paste it in and say, "Is this a good intro?" It will just give you a generic answer and maybe it will improve like the
Yeah.
pacing a little bit. But if you say, I have this YouTube intro, I want to introduce a problem within the first 5 seconds. Um, I want it to be like 30 seconds long. I want it to be this and that. And you
Yeah.
fully
You gotta be
like
really
go into the
specific.
details. Then it will like give you critical feedback and say, okay,
Mm.
you haven't introduced a problem here. Um, I don't know. Like I found it way more helpful that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've been like my last, well, the video that I'm about to release. I've I did a thing at the end where I filmed everything, cut it all down and everything, but then I was watching it back and I was like, it feels too like long, you just kind of repeating the same point. So I just ran the whole script through ChatGPT and I was like, can you just read this and then take out any points where I'm repeating myself or just like, give me some advice on things to cut or if I've done too much in the intro and it kind of just went through and was like, yeah, and I ended up cutting like 3 minutes out and it flowed like way better because of it. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's good for like
It's a
little things
powerful
like that.
tool. I don't
Yeah.
think we should shy away from AI.
No.
No, definitely not. I think it's gonna. Honestly, I still think it's gonna be useful for music for sure. But
Hmm.
it just depends on how we use it. I don't know, like you said, I don't know about generating a whole song. I mean, if you can get a good whole song out of it, props to you. I've just never been able to do that. But for
Hmm.
example, just let's say I'm a sample maker and I just want to add in some vocal chops. Rather than using a vocal chop that I have to clear the sample, you maybe go to AI, see what happens. Like
Yeah.
it might spit out something that's good to add on top.
Yeah, just like one stem here and there. I don't mind that because
Yeah.
there's been many times where you've been cooking up and it's like, I don't really know what it's missing. I'm not really sure where to take it. And then if AI can listen to your track and say, you know what, maybe a violin solo would be good here. It is
Mm.
almost like having a session musician there, just like sort of creating
Mm.
something for you. And
And
that,
even from there, you can keep chopping it up or whatever.
yeah, exactly.
When you think about it, yeah, from when we sample, like of course sometimes we just take a sample and put drums underneath it. But a lot of the times we're flipping it, reversing it,
Hmm.
chopping it up. Like we're manipulating it to make it our own.
Yeah. And
I don't see
if
the
you,
difference with AI really.
I guess in that sense, yeah, if you're going to generate a sample and flip it, it's like finding the sample and flipping it. Same with the stems as well. Like, I'm sure people will have a problem with you using an AI platform to generate like a violin stem, and they'll be like, "Oh, why can't you create yourself?" But if you're someone who uses something like Splice and you've started a beat and you're just looking for that one missing phrase, what's the difference between like generating it and like clicking through Splice samples and saying, "Oh yeah, I like this violin, let's just throw that in."
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, I guess if you start talking about, oh, well, was the musician compensated? That's why you want to work with the ones that are ethically trained because you know they have been compensated and it just
Mm.
it's not as you don't feel as guilty then. But from a creative standpoint, it's like the same shit as just going on Splice and just dragging it.
Yeah, yeah. As long as the person on the other end is compensated, then it's fine. Because yeah, like people will say, oh well, if you're gonna get an AI generated top line or something, then you should be, getting a musician in to do that for you, or like you should be doing something. It's like, well, if you weren't going to do that in the first place, if you're going to go to Splice anyway, then what's the difference? As long as the ethics is in place behind the software you're using, then it is essentially the same thing.
Producers aren't even gonna pay for like drum kits and gonna get those off Reddit. There's no way you're
Yeah,
gonna hire
yeah,
a
they go to
session
Reddit.
musician.
Yeah, they get on the high horse about you using AI. It's like, well, kind of
No,
or using a cracked version of FL or
yeah, just pirated
yeah,
kits. There's a lot of hypocrites out there.
yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. But man, what's coming up for you guys musically, YouTube stuff?
Um, I'm excited to release these songs I've just done with Vise actually. Quite
You've
recently.
worked with him before, right? Like a year or two ago.
Yeah, yeah, we had a session. We've had like a good few sessions together, and we haven't even released any of the songs. And we were sitting on some bangers as well. There was
Yeah.
one that we recorded last year in a session, and it was just missing a hook. Really needed a hook, and I've been sitting on this track for like a year, and I'm like, I've been meaning to finish it, and he finally finished it. And the hook he came up with was so sick. I need to like show you
Mm,
this track after, but it was just like the perfect hook for it. Um,
nice.
so yeah, now it's like it's time to like start releasing these things. It's kind of brought like the fun back in it. I was saying to Kira the other day, I almost felt like I was sort of losing the enjoyment recently, where I don't know, just like struggling to come up with something new, or almost going through a little bit of a block where I wasn't feeling that same passion, but then kind of working with someone again and coming up with something together, it's just like giving me another spark. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to release a few songs. I didn't even like cook up with him yesterday. I cooked up in the morning and a couple beats yesterday. He ended up using one of the ones from yesterday and then some previous ones. Uh,
Nice.
so I was just like tracking his vocals yesterday, really.
Yeah.
Uh, Still, it's something fresh in it, something different. I think when you're in the same room for so long, you just need something to mix things up a bit.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think at the end of the day, like we do all the content creation and all that, dropping kits and have all these things we do outside of the producing side. But I think if you're not doing, yeah, I think you've always got to come back to the producing, and do it just to keep things fresh and yeah, just do the whole producer thing,
Yeah,
properly. Do you know what I mean?
definitely. It just
Yeah.
makes you feel like more of a producer in a way. It's weird, though. It just,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just good to mix it up, isn't it? Like
Yeah, for sure.
yesterday, for example, or the day before Eyes came, I was cooking up and I just going through one of those blocks where I was like, I started an idea, I wasn't feeling it. I started another idea, still wasn't really feeling it, but I was like, let me just like finish the beat anyway. Finished the
Hmm.
beat. It turned out to be an all right beat, but it was one that I wasn't even gonna finish. And then as soon as I played that to Eyes yesterday, it's like, yeah, let's record to this. So that was a beat that I wasn't even gonna finish anyway.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
a moment like this actually the other day too.
Mm,
Um, I I was listening to a song that was going like semi-viral in like, the scene, and I was thinking, yeah, I can see what he's done here. It sounds sick.
hmm
I want to make something to get played out. So I just whipped up something kind of quickly. Didn't really think much of it. It's very basic, but out all the songs that I've sent out to DJs, this one's getting the most downloads.
hmm
Like
Nice.
all the DJs, big ones as well, have been downloading it, and I'm thinking
Sick.
like I like it. It's a good vibe, but
Yeah.
It's the simple ones, man.
it's not my favorite by far.
We're really our own
Yeah,
worst critics, aren't we?
we really are, man.
Yeah.
I've been listening to this obviously reggaeton like Afro DJ producers called Kiba, Kybba, I think. I'd say he reminds me of like a Metro of that genre because he's got a really standout voice tag. Because there's not many. Is there voice tags in that kind of genre? I don't know. I've not really heard too many. Or as Major Lazer, like that kind of
hmm
vibe. Like you
Yeah.
hear the tag and you know it's him. Like he's got one. It's like Cuba, Ayabatsa, and then as soon as you hear that and the drums come in, it's like, oh, this is a banger.
hmm
But his is like so simple. He's got a really nice. He'll have like quite a nice orchestral intro, and then everything just dips out the way, and he just has the simple like boom, dip, boom, and it's just it's so open, and basic. It's just maybe one piano, and then that's it, and then just bass, drums, and that's all it is, and it just knocks every time.
Mhm.
Um, but I think it's just the simple ones, man. Like especially when you hear that kind of stuff in the club, it's like, yeah, the energy's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for real.
but same for hip hop as well. Like the song, I know it's a really old one now, but the one I did with Shorty Shorty, that was like two instruments in the melody. I didn't even like the beat. I just finished it. Um, I won't say the artist names, but the one that's gonna
Yeah, I
release
was
soon.
gonna
That was
ask
like,
if you could announce that. Yeah.
yeah, not just yet, but probably in the next couple of weeks.
Mhm.
But that one was just I made it in a coffee shop. Um, three instruments, I think. That was it. Just not much. Like it was really basic and not fully. You just kind of one of them beats you just finish. You're like, oh, I'll just
Yeah.
finish it and export it so I can upload it. And it's always those ones, man. It's always the simple ones.
Yeah. I think I know I do it anyway, but a lot of producers, we do overthink, man. Like when we
Mm.
start cooking out, we almost think that we have to make something insane or this has to be like a good beat.
Yeah,
So it's like you second guess a lot of shit when
yeah,
really you should
definitely.
just cook up whatever comes to mind
Yeah.
to know
I'll tell
like
you what,
anything first.
a good little exercise is. Have you ever been? I was like, I had one of your boys over, and they're like, oh, that's like, what do you normally do? And you'll show them, like, you do like a quick cook up for them, or like,
Yeah.
you'll just show them a little bit, but they like, you'll do the most basic thing, and they get into it. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like, you need someone in the room like that because you need that person that isn't, I don't like too, critical. They just want to hear
Yeah.
a vibe,
Mhm.
um, because then it'll kind of cut all that overthinking out as a producer.
Would you say you two still go through that, like to this day? Like, do you still get beat block or go through days where you just second guess everything, think that
I
your beats
wouldn't
are
say
shit?
necessarily I get beat block, but I
Mm,
do. I would say like I make stuff that I don't necessarily like.
Right.
yeah.
I start when I say like I probably only finish about 10% of actually what I make.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, because
same.
that's
I
the
don't
thing.
really
Like,
get
if a
beat
gun was
blocked,
to your
but
head and someone was like, "Make a beat now," you could come up with something. But
mm,
Mm. Whether
so
I
it's
like it or not
yeah,
is a different story.
yeah,
But
yeah,
again, like it's just so what I like doesn't mean that it's not necessarily good.
right.
yeah.
Hmm.
I think the settings like important. I think when you by yourself, you tend to put more pressure on yourself. But I feel like if you're maybe when you're in the early days of being in a session with an artist or like other
Hmm.
producers, maybe you put more pressure on yourself. But once you get over that phase, being with someone else to cook up, I feel like you don't over criticize yourself. You
Hmm.
just go through it super quick. Like when we in 23 when we was doing all those sessions, it just felt way easier to just come up with something on the
Yeah.
spot. Maybe you just need maybe because in your head you're like, oh, I need to move a bit quicker because I don't want the artist to kind of get bored.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, you just stop overthinking every small intricate detail. Like, oh, is this snare roll going to sound good? It's like, no, just make the most. Give them the bounce, the main bounce that they need.
Yeah.
Move on. Next sound, like yeah, you just kind of work more efficiently.
I think a good practice which I used to do, oh, I've got it here actually. I just got it back out. When Tantu gave us that timer, it's like a
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
clever
yeah,
man,
timer
yeah,
I have.
But I've been doing the same thing, not with the Tantu timer, but I've been setting myself timers.
Yeah, like just
mm,
30
Yeah,
minutes and then just have to cook up something. It's quite good
that's
practice
been
because then you
that's
can't
been helping
overthink
me
them.
a lot, man. Yeah,
yeah,
literally, I do the same thing. I'm like, all right, I've got an hour to make an idea. If I
Yeah.
like it, I'll stick to it. If not, just move on. No hard
Hmm.
hmm
feelings. It definitely helps a lot.
Yeah.
mm.
I'm gonna start using it again. Just
Man,
making at least, I
I
don't
feel
know,
like I lost
one
my
beat
time.
from scratch in an hour. Just like each day, just boom. Everyone can dedicate an hour like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Helps a
So
lot.
Mm.
when I go through like my overthinking days and I cook up, if I'm making a beat from scratch and there might be like a switch up or something, I'll like finish the project and then look at it and be like, yo, I was working on this for 2 hours. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy because
Yeah.
then when I've been in sessions and we've been filming or whatever, I can like cook up fast as well. But when you cook up fast, I always go to my like usual progressions or
Yeah.
if someone said, "Oh, make like a dark beat," I could be like, "Ah, easy." It's like I know what to
Mm.
do chords, I know what sounds to pick. But then
Hmm.
when you're trying to come up with something a bit more creative, it's when you start thinking a bit more. So if
Yeah,
you're done, it's just an overthinking thing.
yeah. I guess you need both, right? Because then that's that's when you
That's what
can,
makes you you.
yeah,
Yeah,
like you
true.
can have those fun sessions where you just trying random shit, and sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't,
Hmm.
and then that's just adding to that muscle memory. And then when you come to a studio, you've got the capability to just go into your muscle memory and do that.
Yeah.
Like obviously when you know your hard dark drill stuff like that's like you could do that in your sleep. Um, but I guess yeah, without those like long sessions where you're just trying shit,
Hmm.
you would never have got to the point where you can knock a hard dark drill beat out in your sleep, and then
Yeah.
whatever
Like,
like an old school hip hop beat in your sleep. You know what I mean? So I guess you
hmm.
kind of need both.
Mm.
It's like you being in the gym when you're by yourself, and then when you're in a session with an artist, that's like your time to perform. You know, that's like the like
Yeah.
the F1 day. You know, like the race day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And it's funny
So
because everyone's learning in a different way. So everyone's like a master at a certain thing. So say for
yeah,
example, someone just makes pure R&B. Like if you were in a session with them, they could cook up an R&B beat in 10 minutes. But for me, or someone that doesn't make R&B, you might be like playing around with the chords for like half an hour before you
yeah,
figure out the right progression.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%. I was thinking this the other day as well, man.
yeah,
If you told me like, all right, you need to make a trap beat, but not just a trap beat. I'm talking about, you know what you've been making recently, Jay, like those hood trappy
Or
kind
like
of
hood
new
trap,
ones.
yeah. Hmm.
yeah,
I don't know where to start. It's like my brain doesn't think that way when I open up Logic anymore. It's not the
Yeah.
same. All I know is put down a four on the floor, kick, and put the open hat on the off space. You know,
Yeah, and then build from there.
hmm. What do you
it's
start with
great.
first on that style, like drums or melody?
No, I always switch it up. It
Right.
really just depends because sometimes I have an idea for a melody, so I'll go straight for the melody. But then some, but then yeah, sometimes I feel like the drums is easier.
Yeah. What
I
about you, Jay?
noticed though, if I get to the bass quicker though, it's easier. If I leave the bass to last, then I find it harder to put the bass in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, usually melody for me.
Hmm.
I remember when I first started producing and I was just chopping up samples, I always pulled in a drum break and then chopped a sample around the drum break. And there's a good way of doing it as well, because you might just find a different groove in a break that you might not have thought about yourself. And I don't know
Yeah,
why I don't do that anymore, because really, like with all the beats I've made, drill beats, hood trap, whatever, if I was really organized, I'd be saving the stems for like each thing, maybe exporting the drum loop melody separately, and then all of a sudden you might have like a whole drum loop kit. And then when you're thinking of ideas, let's say you've got a bit of beat block, you don't know what melody to use, you could just bring in one of your drum loops and then cook up a melody
Yeah.
around that.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
that process like
definitely.
does work as well. I don't know why I don't do it, to be honest.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. Yeah. Again, just random. Like for trap, mostly melody first, but
Yeah.
yeah, like it does make a big difference. I've been using a lot more acapellas recently as well, just letting them loop while I'm
Hmm.
I
making
find that so
the.
hard to do for some
Yeah.
reason. Yeah, like whenever I remix a song, usually it's best practice to have your acapella and build around your acapella, build the chords and
Yeah.
all the stuff around the acapella. But for whatever reason, I find it a lot harder than if I just make the track and then bring in the acapella
Bring it in
last.
afterwards. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on the workflow. Sometimes I'll make if I'm using an acapella, I'll probably just use Splice to get the idea going, like get a chord starter in or something like that, and then I'll build everything else around it quite easily. But
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes it's more tricky than others. But yeah, I've been doing that a lot recently, just using an acapella, building around it. Even if obviously I'm not going to use the acapella, but it just helps me keep the space that I need. It helps the arrangement. You know, sometimes I'll put a string and a flute on top of each other where I'm like, with an acapella, but like, nah, this separate these, put this, you know, in the hook, put the strings in the verse. You know, just keeps spacing quite easier to figure out.
What would you say is your go-to technique? You know, if you're not in your experimental phase and it's just like I just need to like get this beat out, maybe there's an artist there, or like do you
Mm,
have sort of a go-to technique where it's like I know if I
yeah,
just do this, I'm gonna make a beat.
yeah, yeah. Normally, it's normally make the chords. I normally make the chords myself.
Hmm.
just because it depends on the artist. Like I'll probably listen to some of their stuff, and you just figure out, okay, well they like this chord progression most of the time.
Yeah.
So I'll figure that out, and then once I figure that out, quick like main chords, probably with the same instrument, little melody on top, and then straight to the drums as soon as possible, and then I'll just start filling it out with phrases and stuff. I'll probably mostly go to like pre-made phrases from like a phrase kit or Splice or Arcade or something like that.
What would they be
Um,
for, like counter melodies, or would you have already done your main counter melody? Would these
yeah,
be more for
yeah, counter
accent?
melodies. Sorry.
So you'd build the chords. Would you do your own like counter melody? And then when you're finding phrases, would they be more counter melodies, or would they be like accents, textures, things like that?
A bit of mixture, yeah. Like I'll put my main chords I'll do myself, and then drums straight away, and then yeah, top lines, counter melodies, phrases, accents. That'll all kind of just come from
Yeah.
mostly pre-made stuff. Sometimes if I know exactly what I want, I'll quickly
Hmm.
play it in. But I'm normally just, yeah, just phrases. I feel like they just get the job done quicker and they sound better
Yeah.
for the most part, than VSTs. So
Yeah. Sometimes it's those little accents that just make it, man. Because when you
yeah,
first start out, you always like, yeah, you make chords, you come up with a melody, you might layer the chords, but then as you start getting better, you start playing around with like just like the little sprinkles of melodies here and there.
mm,
You know, when someone like sends you like a sick loop and you break it down, it's like they'll just be like little fragments that are just playing every now and again that just sort of add so much character and life. I
yeah,
feel like
just
they're
like
huge.
once at the end of an 8 bar, just a little
Yeah,
trickle up
yeah.
or down or something.
They're
Yeah,
the things that like you don't always think about when you're making a melody. You know, when you're more in a rush or when you're with an artist, you don't have the time to like just build out all these little sprinkles here and there. But when you're coming up with a loop kit, that's when I spend most of my time with melodies because then you just,
yeah,
yeah, you come up with some mad shit then.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I wish like the process was the same every time. So like if you work with an artist, it'd be good if you can just be in the studio and you make the song or the idea, the demo, but then it'd be good to take the whole project away and then do your producer thing where
Yeah.
you can be more meticulous over the kick, the sound selection or the melodic, accents and stuff, and you can really build it out.
I mean, you
Um,
could do that if you've recorded with an artist and you still have the project. Like once they go
yeah,
home, you could still work on it and then send them a version. Say, "Look, I've been working on this. What do you think?" And then they might like it, they
mm,
might not.
yeah, yeah, that's true. It's normally the more like independent artists that are cool, like more
Yeah.
like into that. I think when we were doing those like other sessions, not every artist, but it was things just move way quicker. You just
Hmm.
kind of they'll take it and then they just kind of do what they want with it then at that point.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I guess that depends on your relationship with the artist as well, like having that kind of level of trust.
Yeah. Probably.
So yeah,
Most sessions I've like had, to be honest, I haven't even been cooking up in the sessions. Like you always
yeah,
think, like I'll always like check out their music, just listen to like the sound that they like and think how I can bring my style to it. But then
mm.
as soon as they get there, it's like, oh, let's play some
Play
beats.
some beats. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's normally it. And it's always the ones that you don't think they'll want as well. Like you'll
Yeah,
run through
fully.
five that you know they'll want, and then they don't want any of those, and then you go to, oh man, I'm running out of like ones that I
Hmm.
think could be good for them, and then you play just some random shit and like, oh yeah, yeah, let's like pin that one, let's use that one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, there's so many times that happened. It was so infuriating. We'd have a session, and then we'd either make 4 or 5 beats
Hmm.
for that specific artist, or we'd put a folder together and then you run through them and then they wouldn't like any of them and then you go to just some random ones that we'd made in like a year or two ago and then they end up just wanting to use them. It's like, I mean, it's good to have that we've got more beats in the bank for other artists, but it's like, damn it, man. It's like,
Yeah.
can't predict these things.
You always think they want a certain style, and then when you sit with them, they might be looking for a new sound. It's like, yeah, we've
Yeah,
done this now,
yeah,
so what's next?
yeah,
I want
exactly.
some different shit.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Um, one other thing one thing that you probably shouldn't do as well, which I learned yesterday, is going through too many beats. We'd recorded
Mm,
like 3 full songs, so we were on a roll, and then we didn't have much time left. He was like, let's try to get one more out. So started going through some beats, and he liked a couple, so I was like, all right, I'll keep them to a side. And then I was going through loads, and before you know it, we've been through like 50, and then we forgot which ones we even liked, and then everything just sounds like mush then because you've just heard so
Mm.
many different beats,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the
You got
inspiration's
ear
kind of
fatigue.
gone. So by the end of it, we just started like doing some content instead of recording another track, but it was because we went through too many beats. Like as soon
Yeah.
as he picked like three that he liked, should have just set them aside. It's like, right, let's listen to these again. Which one we going with? Instead of right, let me play 20 more just in case.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. No, it definitely gets that ear fatigue over time, and yeah. But that sounds good though. 3 songs in one session, man. That's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
one of them we'd started last year, so we only needed a hook for that. But then he had like a verse already wrote for one of them. So he wrote like the second verse and the hook for this one song. We recorded all of that. Then he wrote a whole new song from scratch and recorded all
Mm.
of that. So yeah,
Nice.
it was a good day.
Is he kind of like how Geo works? Like he'll just write and then record an entire verse in one go, or is he kind of punch in, or is it kind of like a mixture?
He records, yeah, he didn't punch in much to be fair.
Yeah.
Like he's a six spitter. Like he comes from the grime scene where in the grime scene when everyone was getting together in sets, it was like everyone would actually perform and like spit.
Yeah.
You'd just be
Yeah.
going like back to back. So I feel like um when you come from an area like that, it's like you kind of know how to perform right. So feel like he always wants to get it in one take,
Mm.
probably because he's used to
It's like a
being in
pride
sets.
thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But he's just fast at writing as well. Like he can freestyle. So as soon as I'm playing beats, he's just like spitting in the background. It's just like all off the
Mm.
top, and then he'll be using like parts of that, and then he'll go out and smoke a spliff, and then just think of some shit to himself, and then come back and
Nice.
he's like, "Yeah, I've got a verse ready." It's like it's
That's
fast,
it.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like you can tell when someone's like seasoned and just knows their process. They're just
Yeah.
efficient. They just get through it. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Is
And
he
it,
from Manchester?
no, he's from Derby.
Derby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I need
sick.
to brush up my vocal mixing skills. I've been working on them this morning, but I don't mix vocals that much.
Mm.
I know how it's done, but I always like when you haven't done it for a while, it's like, oh shit, like what was my chain again?
Yeah, yeah. No, I know what you're saying. Like the order of effects and everything always kind of
Yeah.
changes over time. But yeah, no, that's sick.
Wait, Ocean, are you still there?
Yeah, I just trying to because my camera for some reason it's not working now. I'm trying not to talk too much, otherwise it's gonna come up like that on the screen, you know.
Oh yeah,
OBS.
the OBS. We could wrap up there if you want. Go on.
Yeah, yeah, may as well. Over an hour now, isn't it? So cool. All right,
Cool.
boys. Been
Yeah,
a pleasure.
guys. Pleasure as
Peace.
always. See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.